Hey guys, it's Davor from TennisHaus. Today's topic is the first serve. And there are three things I'm going to pick today why you can hit a great first serve. Alright guys, if you like that topic and you want to have a faster, more accurate and a more consistent first serve, stay right here with me. And as always, if you like what we do, subscribe, turn the notification bell on and share TennisHaus and the video with all your friends. Alright guys, alright, let's get to it. Number one. Most of the players we see playing on a recreational level on the first serve, number one mistake in my eyes is squeezing that racket too tight. So you're not just getting what is wrong on the serve, I'm going to show you also an exercise for everything we're going through today. So too many times you see when the players serve, they're squeezing so tight on the serve and then you see something like this and they don't go in. So if you one of them, stay with me here because you want to listen now what to do. There's one little drill I like to do with the players. So first of all, if 10 is breaking the racket, you squeeze so hard and 0 is dropping it, hold your racket on 2 on the serve. It's almost like nothing. And a great drill in the warm-up is when you start, you just go, you rock back, you go up, you swing, you lose, and then you figure eight it. So you go up, you don't draw a figure eight, and then even to make it a little bit more efficient, just put 2 to 3 fingers on the racket, keep 2 fingers off, be loose, and shadow it. You go up and shadow. Here we go. You draw figure eights, and I have 2 fingers on that racket. And once you do that, you preparing your brain to be loose, right? And now when you go up there and you're loose, you can swing and hit that ball. So that is one important drill you can do before you start serving to relax. Very good one. And I'll give you a quick tip on that as well, another one, just a quick one. When you start serving, right, and you catch yourself squeezing the racket too much, there's another trick. If you just drop the wrist before you start. So you start high up here, and every time on the first serve you drop the wrist. What it does is you start here, and you drop it. And you can only drop the wrist if you're not squeezing tight, if you lose. So that's a great bonus tip I'm going to give you guys. So if you squeeze tight, you can't get the tip down. That's one of my first things my coaches taught me when I was younger. So remember that. All right. The second thing, and therefore I'm going to take the camera, put that to the side so you understand what I'm talking about. In my eyes, the second biggest mistake is when we're talking about first serve, remember. So the first one was squeezing too tight. The second thing on top of it is, see that a lot, and you go, the players hit that ball right there. The toss has to be in front. So how can you serve a good first serve if all the transfer is not transferred into the ball? So we start with the legs, right? Ideally we want to jump up. So we're here, and we jump up, and then if we go only up to here and hit the ball here, there's no transfer. So you can only transfer if the racket is tilted in front of you like that. So very important. Your percentage is going to go way higher up if you start to toss the ball at the right spot, which is about, like I would say, a good foot and a half in front of you. Make sure you have a straight arm on the toss, and then you go and bam. So you saw that one, the toss was in front of me. I could transfer into the ball and snap in front. That's another thing. If you snap here, they're gonna go out, so your contact is in front. You want to snap with the wrist. The index finger is a little bit separated, so you can push that ball down and hit a nice crispy first serve in there. Very important, guys. So don't squeeze too tight and don't toss the ball behind you, toss it in front of you. And now the third mistake I see too many times in order to have a great first serve. So here is the third big mistake players do when they serve. A lot of times, maybe you see yourself or you're like in here again. So besides the squeezing and the late contact, you see this a lot. Hitting only out of the upper body. If you understand the concept of the kinetic chain and if you use the legs properly, you're going to have a massive serve. You know, like so many players not using the legs and they don't know how to use them. So, or like you're one of the players that bends the knees, you know, like you bend and toss it up and go already down and go up again. You have the double bend of the knees. No. So your legs, how it works, and listen in now. Your legs, so you start here forward, you rock back, and then you toss the ball up. Your arm goes first, your tossing arm, and then when you let go here, you start to load. So you're bending, and then when the ball's coming down in the strike zone, you shoot up first, and that's gonna bring the racket down here, and you're jumping and you go up and pronate and hit. So long story short, you need to toss the ball first, then you load into the legs, and then you jump up. And when you jump up, you jump off both legs, and you land on your left leg and butt kick your right leg. So that is very important. You have a higher reach of the ball, you have a better angle to hit it in. And in the end of the day, it looks kind of like this. You have a great serve, you jump up, you use your power from the ground force, and you have a good serve. So if you combine all these three things and you start working on them, there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to increase the possibility to have a better first serve. And as again, thank you guys for listening in. Subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and follow TennisHaus, guys. Thank you, appreciate you guys.